Hey guys, Max here for Rev3 Games. XCOM Enemy Unknown is a game we've been talking about a lot lately. The final game is out this week, and I got to play it. Let's check out what I thought. With XCOM Enemy Unknown, Firaxis Games set out to revitalize the classic turn-based strategy franchise that began way back in 1994 with UFO Enemy Unknown, a franchise with which I'm completely unfamiliar in a genre that's never particularly held my interest. As one of the most tactless and disorganized people I know, I'm kind of a hard sell for tactical strategy, and the term turn-based is an immediate turn-off. That being said, XCOM Enemy Unknown's M-rated Buzz Lightyear aesthetic immediately caught my attention, and I was eager to sink my teeth into the full experience. XCOM Enemy Unknown has one of the most traditional video game premises around: alien invasion. You, the player, take the role of a commander of XCOM, an international paramilitary organization devoted to ridding the Earth of the extraterrestrial menace. The meat of the gameplay has you deploying a squad of up to 6 units onto a battlefield and then eliminating all threats while trying not to lose any of your own troops, which admittedly is much easier said than done. Thanks to the fog of war, you have no idea where those aliens are, unless they move into the line of sight of one of your squad members. Even better, you have no idea how many enemies you're up against. Get it? It's enemy unknown.
Positive enemy contact.
Each turn, you move your units around the map one by one to find the hiding aliens. Each unit has a number of options for what to do during a turn, whether it's simple stuff like moving and shooting an alien, or more advanced stuff like turning invisible, climbing up the side of a building with a grappling hook, pinning down an enemy under suppressing fire, or using psychic powers. When your turn is over, the computer moves the aliens, which is quite unsettling if you can't actually see them.
There's something out there.
The levels themselves add a whole layer of complexity to the combat. The environments are fully destructible, and it's amazing how quickly a destroyed wall can turn the tide of battle, or how stupid you'll feel when a car explodes and kills some of your guys. The missions themselves aren't just strictly kill the bad guys scenarios either. You'll be asked to escort hostages to safety, rescue civilians, defuse bombs, and enter downed spacecraft to capture specific types of aliens. Describing the combat concisely and thoroughly while making it still sound fun is a tall order, and even with in-game footage to back it up, it still doesn't quite do XCOM justice, but let me put it this way. I played the game for almost 11 hours straight, and I had to force myself to put the controller down to go to bed. And I'm the guy who doesn't like turn-based tactical stuff, so basically it's crack.
He's down.
Between the percentage-based shot selection and gruesome kill cams, XCOM's combat reminded me a lot of the VAT system in Fallout 3. Unfortunately, so did some of the bugs. Nothing I encountered was exactly game-breaking, though there were a few times when I moved someplace I didn't mean to because my guy was on the second floor of a building and the camera was focusing on the first. Otherwise, it was just goofy stuff, like the time when the game rendered one of my tank-like weapons platform squad members as a normal human squad member with no head, which was actually just kind of cool. As addictive and fully developed as the mission gameplay is, it's only part of the game. When you're not on a mission, you're managing your base, which means you're tasked with researching alien materials, manufacturing weapons and equipment, launching satellites over countries, deploying jets to defend said satellites, and training your troops, and the list goes on. This is mostly done through menus, which again doesn't really sound like the most exciting things, but you command everything from this ant farm view of your base, which you can also upgrade and customize. The whole thing has a great Micro Machines playset kind of feel to it.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering.
While running base might sound like clerical work, it does a really good job of driving home exactly how much trouble the Earth is in. XCOM, the organization, is funded by different countries, and if you're not giving them adequate protection from aliens, they're going to back out and your funding gets cut. When your funding gets cut, you can't afford to buy your troops new weapons or gear, which makes you less prepared for more missions that you need to keep going on with other countries to keep them funding you. Basically, running an international paramilitary organization during an alien invasion makes you feel like a single mom working multiple jobs to support her kids. XCOM is a tough game, and when your squad members actually survive a few missions, get promoted, learn some new skills, you become attached to them. It's sort of like Pokemon, except if your Pikachu could get brutally murdered in front of you, and on top of that, you'd customized it to look like your best friend. War's hell, man.
Evac! We need emergency evac! No! No! Damn it, no!
XCOM's traditionally been a PC series, and tactical, strategic, menu map-focused games have always worked best with a mouse and keyboard. However, Firaxis has done an absolutely wonderful job streamlining the interface for use with a controller. Die-hard PC gamers, worry not, it's still fine with a mouse and keyboard, but now the console kiddies can join the fun. What's kind of mind-blowing about XCOM is that it's actually possible to lose the game. I don't mean like you die and have to reload the checkpoint, I mean if you're not good enough at running the XCOM organization, the world ends. It's a foreign concept in this day of quick saves and hand-holding, but Firaxis has by no means forgotten XCOM's hardcore reputation, and this is a game that will make you stress, rage, curse, but keep coming back for more. Every decision matters in the game, and you'll soon learn that you can't save everyone. In addition to Easy and Classic, there's also Impossible, as well as the option to turn on Iron Man mode, which makes the game save after every action you take, and you can't reload old saves if you screw up. XCOM Enemy Unknown is a game that's meant to be replayed. It's a huge game with tons of levels and the missions are randomized, giving it a roguelike feel. And if that wasn't enough, Firaxis has added online multiplayer, which just quite simply puts two players against each other in a basic deathmatch with a fixed budget to outfit their squad, and one major twist. You can play as the aliens too. It'd be easy to say the weakest part of XCOM is its story. Aliens are invading, you need to save the Earth, yada yada yada, but considering how customizable and randomized the game is, it does a remarkable job incorporating any kind of plot. XCOM knows it's an alien invasion B-movie, and it's even a bit tongue-in-cheek about it from time to time, but it doesn't try to upstage the gameplay by hamming it up too much or by getting too dramatic. In spite of all the nice things I have to say about Enemy Unknown, it's not a game for everyone, but it is way more fun than it looks. If you're still skeptical, please rent it or try the demo, because overall I think Firaxis has done a fantastic job, and if you think it looks cool, you should trust your gut and spend the $60, because, well, XCOM Enemy Unknown is one of the best games of the year.
Central, this is Voodoo 37. We have a confirmed kill on Bogey 001. I repeat, the UFO is down.
If you guys have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments below or tweet them to me on Twitter. I'm Max Scoville. We are Rev3 Games on there. And speaking of Rev3 Games, you should check out the rest of our coverage. We've got a great video comparing the PC and console versions of XCOM, as well as a fun thing where we got everyone in the office to pretend they were in the game. Anyway, I'm Max Scoville. I'll see you guys around.